when you're a 6'5", indestructible, green-skinned woman, your career options are limited.
She-Hulk, a new Disney series, is one of the newest additions to the Marvel Cinematic Universe that will eventually link to other MCU movies and series in the future. A lot is known, but there is also a lot that is unknown about the series, the character, and who the character of She-Hulk is. And that's exactly what we're going to talk about today. We'll take a look at the series for the first time and tell you everything we know so far. But before we get into today's video, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe with notifications turned on. Who exactly is She-Hulk? Now, before we get into the series and everything that comes with it, let's take a step back and talk about Jennifer Walters, aka She-Hulk, John Buscema, and the legendary late Stan Lee in 1980. She's Bruce Banner's cousin and a shy, mild-mannered lawyer. Following serious injuries sustained at the hands of a crime boss, she received Bruce's blood in order to save her life. Her and Bruce's blood combined gave her a new gamma-radiated blood, which eventually combined with her past anger, transforming her into who we now know as She-Hulk. Her first incarnation was very similar to Bruce's, a person filled with rage, which fueled her transformation and strength. She was able to manage the transformation and kept her wits and personality, perhaps with a small boost of confidence in her slightly larger green form. In her life over the years, she has experienced many changes, some major and some minor. From savage and rage-filled to fourth-wall-breaking comedy, she focused more and more on her law career while also learning to cope with grief and trauma. She also has a best friend called Patsy Walker, also known as Hellcat, who has stuck with her through thick and thin, as they are often teaming up together. She-Hulk has also been a member of the Avengers, A-Force, the Fantastic Four Future Foundation, and the Lady Liberators. In terms of her similarity to her cousin Hulk, she has some differences, but she, like him, is immune to injury, pain, and disease. She also possesses superhuman strength and speed. On the other hand, she is able to control her anger and save her intellect and emotions throughout it all. She has mastered both brawn and brains, much like the Hulk from the MCU films, but she has done so for a much longer period of time. The release date for She-Hulk. Following Marvel's announcement at the D23 convention, many eyes have turned to our favourite lawyer in the MCU. Marvel announced the Disney Plus series, the live-action She-Hulk series, and before you know it, a lot of steam has risen, even after a year of no major news. Coiro, the series director and producer, will work alongside Jessica Gao, a former Rick and Morty team member, as showrunner. As of now, there is no official release date for the series, and given how many projects are in the works at Marvel, the earliest we might see the She-Hulk series is sometime in 2022. If you disregard the 2021 premiere date, the series is most likely to be released on the big screen after the Hawkeye Disney Plus series, which is still in the works. In terms of genre, Kevin Feige described the show as a legal comedy. With this in mind, as well as unknown facts about the series, it appears very promising that the series may introduce us to yet another side of the MCU that we have not seen yet. We're sure many of you are eager to learn more about the series and see anything official, a trailer, or even a teaser of sorts, but there won't be any until 2022, which is understandable given that filming hasn't even begun. The cast of She-Hulk. Tatiana Maslany has been officially cast as the series' main character, Jennifer Walters, aka She-Hulk, for quite some time now. She rose to prominence after starring in the critically acclaimed sci-fi drama Orphan Black, in which she played multiple roles flawlessly. Mark Ruffalo, our favourite Green Goliath, has been confirmed to reprise his role as the Hulk from the MCU, who has been seen struggling to find a true grip on his anger issue back in 2019 Avengers Endgame. New set photos from She-Hulk are circulating online, showing Ruffalo on set for his return as the Smart Hulk. The photos were originally posted on Facebook by actress Anais Almonte, but have since been removed. The internet, on the other hand, acted very quickly, and they are now being shared on Reddit and Twitter via big screen leaks. Ruffalo is pictured wearing the motion capture and performance capture suit that will be used to bring Smart Hulk to life. This confirms that he has begun filming the series and is a strong indication that Almonte is also involved in some capacity. Ruffalo's return as Smart Hulk was already known, but many fans will be relieved to see him back on set. The series gives Marvel the opportunity to delve deeper into a previously underutilized character. Without a doubt, Jennifer Walters will remain the focus of She-Hulk, but it will be interesting to see what Smart Hulk gets up to after Avengers Endgame. However, it is unclear where these scenes take place or how Hulk is involved. The most intriguing aspect of these set photos is how Almonte is involved. She has previously worked as a stunt double on Gotham, so she could play a similar role in She-Hulk. Almonte has acting experience as well, so she could be one of the show's new cast members. Based on her outfit, some fans are already speculating that she could play Titania. The official cast list for the show ends with Maslany, Ruffalo and Roth, with Renée Elise Goldsberry and Ginger Gonzaga from Hamilton also reportedly set to appear. Almonte has already deleted the photos from her Facebook account, so hopefully she won't get in too much trouble with Marvel Studios and will continue to work on She-Hulk. Finally, Tim Roth is returning as the villainous abomination in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, who was first introduced in 2008 with the movie The Incredible Hulk. As a result, we have another twist in the cast members, which will eventually add new chemistry to the mix. His whereabouts have not been revealed since he was imprisoned in the last decade. As a result, this series will also attempt to clarify some aspects of his case. Ginger Gonzaga, who will reportedly play Jennifer Walter's best friend, is one of the newest additions to the cast. Despite the fact that her role is unknown, we believe she will play Patsy Walker, alias Hellcat, but don't take our word for it. This is just a well-thought-out guess, and that's all there is to cast. These are the only confirmed cast members for the time being, but there is still a long way to go before the series begins production. As a result, new names are bound to emerge in the near future. Always keep an eye out for newcomers. The plot of She-Hulk. There is little information about the plot of the series, other than the fact that it will revolve around Jennifer Walters, She-Hulk, and that it will be a legal comedy. As a result, we anticipate that there will be a lot of comedy in the events that unfold throughout the series. You don't hire two people with comedic backgrounds for no reason, do you? Characters and a rich comic book history are also reasons for the series' possibilities and where it might take us. Regardless of the plot, it's safe to say that the series will play a significant role in Marvel's Phase 4 and beyond. A certainty that will become even more certain after Kevin Feige himself stated that unlike the Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. series, which was in the MCU but not directly connected to the movies, this series will undoubtedly be linked with the MCU's upcoming projects and their plans for future endeavours. How will She-Hulk fit into the Marvel Cinematic Universe? Previous Marvel offerings were not technically connected to the MCU, but rather existed in the same timeline. The other series, such as WandaVision and now The Falcon and the Winter Soldier, have a rather strong connection to the MCU. Kevin Feige, the CEO of Marvel Studios, was bold enough to say that if you want to have a crucial understanding of the events that are about to unfold in the future, you would have to watch the Disney Plus series, with She-Hulk being one of them. So with this in mind and the minds behind the MCU working tirelessly to deliver, we don't have to be concerned about how She-Hulk will fit into the MCU, but rather how epic it'll be. Plus, with Mark Ruffalo's Hulk in the series, it'll only be a matter of time before both cousins team up in an Avengers movie. In a similar manner, tell us in the comments section below how you imagine MCU's Abomination iteration, and what are the chances of seeing Marvel's other famous lawyer, Daredevil, aka Matt Murdock, appear on the big screen? Let us know in the comments below. Be sure to subscribe, and we'll see you next time on the channel. Bye!